Turnet's OP. Where the
It's-
fuck is Oceans? Spicy Elder cheese. I don't know, like, you should just pick force, no, not force, no, fast here, right? Then, like, fast here, brother captain.
He's not got the fast, yeah. He's got the Warlock. He's Oceans has got Chaos Lord, Plague Champion, Chaos Sorcerer, Lord Commissar, and he swapped out the Inquisitor for the Warlock. So let's get the poll going. Oops.
Oh yeah, Plague Champion as well.
Plague Champion would be good, but oLev can always veto once anyway. So you'd have to whip out the Plague Champion a bit earlier rather than bring it out in game 3.
Like, oLev. Wait, like, for example, you just go Brother Captain, Farseer, Plague Champion, Lord General, and Warboss. That's literally like the cancer pick, I think. Maximum cancer you can go.
Right, Plague Champion. Wait, needs to pick his cat badge. Is he referring to an in-game cat badge, or
The Discord picture.
what's this Discord picture?
The cat with like the wizard hat.
Ah, okay. I was expecting some weeb cat or something.
like an echo.
Yes.
Oh lord.
Is
Then
it
you
bad
need
that
to
that was like
ask
my first assumption?
No, it means you are good to go for day-to-day.
So yeah. Wait, where's shoulder mount? Oh, shoulder mount's there. Shoulder mount better be observing all these games, as he's going to be playing against one of you guys at some point. Or he's actually no, shoulder mount's the next one, isn't he? He plays winner of oLev and Oceans. But we've got the poll up so people can vote if they think oLev or Oceans is going to win. So far, 1 vote for Oceans. No other votes thus far.
I just hope that Oceans wins tournament. Easy peasy.
I think Oceans was one of the predicted. There were some predictions, although no one actually voted for. Someone's voted for Oceans to be in the top 4 in 2 of the predictions. I still think that Swift is going to win the tournament, despite him being out of the tournament. He is a moderator of some sort, so maybe able to muscle his way into the final somehow. At the displeasure of people calling for a fair tournament.
To be fair, I think I shot myself in the foot when I picked off, I guess. Not sure though.
Picked it up.
I think I shot myself in the foot when I picked Lictor.
I think the Lictor was decent, other than your Homogons going for the massive leap of faith on top of the cliff.
Yeah, that was stupid. I couldn't use the unit, and it just made my fucking wreck. I told him to kill it, but he didn't.
I don't think he could have shot up because he had units in the area, but I don't know.
I just require insta win because my Homogons got stuck. Well, Adela, you need to fix something, XD.
I think someone's clipped it on the stream so we can spam him the video.
Yes.
I'm going to move this poll as well. Over to the bottom right.
It's interesting though that people actually automatically go for Venom Brewer. Like oLev. Like turn it, always expect that there's like gonna be a vehicle or whatever.
Well, Oceans has the opportunity to veto the brother captain, but decides that he can't be asked anymore despite this being the very first game that he's played.
Yeah, because in the next game he can just repick brother captain. Like, it's an insta-win.
I don't think the brother captain's that difficult for the play champion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like some heroes have like easier time. It's just like depends on how you can deal with like the purifiers, or like if you can like take the Grey Knights on very early on, so you don't allow them to get power.
Yeah.
So they can't get Terminators or something like that.
But we'll see what Oceans can do. He has got his Wizard Cat feature as well.
And oLev going with the boring Grey Knight. Kalaski.
Just the standard Grey Knight, so it's better than the Blood Ravens that he was using earlier, at the very least. But I think the play champion would be good in this matchup, especially when it comes to tier 2. The Plague Fist or the Pestilent Strike ability is just awesome. Or just being able to stun a unit or melee units for like 4 seconds is not too bad.
I mean, the best pick against Sorcerer is double Sentinel, right?
Yeah, that was a massive pain to deal with until I invested more in my CSM, which I probably should have done first time round.
Yeah. Like, Sentinels are great because of like the double tick start, so you don't have really the firepower, ranged firepower. The issue is just like when the double CSM are there, like Sentinels, oh boy.
But then I think because you went double Sentinel, you had to keep your guardsman there for so long to kind of keep him protected, and I could just send one heretic squad around the map to capture up where needed. But so far this fight is going pretty well for Oceans, able to force off Rubber Captain. And able to kite around this strike squad, although he may lose his heretics.
Ticks. Yeah, Ticks in a very bad position.
There's no suppression available for them, and we'll get away with 1 HP, doesn't finish it off.
He could have range shot it, like...
Yeah.
Strike squad, they have actually decent range.
I mean, even a Banshee pistol could have finished that off with 1 HP. I think so far Oceans needs to not worry too much about bleeding tick models, and because he's trying to avoid getting them into combat too much, but they're so cheap I think it's just worth throwing them at the Brother Captain or Strike Squad just to weaken them down.
With harm against a bit. So as long as you're not just constantly losing them.
Oh yeah, as long as there's like a purpose to you throwing heretics into the fight, then that's fine. If it means you can get some map control elsewhere or a requisition point, then that's just money back later on.
By the way, does like Oceans know that, like, you know, when you need OVPs desperately, that like the top side is like the perfect side?
When you need VPs desperately?
When he needs VPs, yeah. Like to either finish off the game or whatever.
I suppose so. Find out later on if he desperately needs VPs.
Well, he's gonna have issues with those Havocs because they're gonna be useless. The issue is that like Raptors will be also kind of useless in tier 2. Because I think Grey Knights will be much better in tier 2 with melee and all that.
I think it'll be okay as long as he gets like an auto cannon or something he can prevent any sort of rhino, or can at least counter a rhino if one was to pop onto the field bow. I don't think oLev tends to use rhinos quite as much as someone like Shoulder. So we'll see. But a nice little flank here from these heretics. It does.
Apparatus weren't upgraded, sadly. Then he could trick them, like... The best way is, like, to just, like, throw the burner bomb and then, like, retreat so they get stuck on the burner bomb.
Yeah. Can work out quite nicely, but quite expensive to go for these double operatives as well. And this seems to be what oLev tends to go in most games when playing as the brother captain.
Also, double Melter Bomb with like Lash Rider would be ooh. Bye Dreadnought.
Yeah, if Oceans tries to get a Marker Corn Dreadnought in tier 2 to try and counter any Purifiers, or just anything in general, can be quite brutal. But fallback plan getting used, some Heretics coming in for a flank. But still, losing 8 Heretic models is still quite expensive.
You can always cancel the retreat, which is like the good thing about
the whole purpose of the... Yeah. I suppose they're so close, or doesn't want the ability to go on cooldown just yet.
No, I'm gonna go to toilet.
Okay. Oh, time to go back to some solo casting for now. Some more operatives going to be coming in onto the CSM here. These heretics that are close by are not detected as they miss their aspiring champion. But decent position here for Oceans to try and defend. oLev kind of forced to come in at 2 different angles here, but the heavy weapons team is actually moving into a different position here, probably at the worst time. Operatives on both sides. That strike squad is coming close to finishing off the heretics. Heretics will forward. Brother Captain ties up the Havoc squad as well, and these double operatives going to be able to tear through these heretics with the strike squad, able to keep them occupied in melee combats. Plague Champion trying to do what he can, but because Stormtroopers are going to be forced off, and these operatives are coming in. This Plague Champion is not behind any cover whatsoever, but the operatives are opting to not attack the Plague Champion. They're looking like they're going to prep for an incendiary grenade. Onto these Havocs here, one is thrown down. I believe the other one is still on cooldown, or he's missing the energy required to throw it down. That is going to be a dead Havoc squad here, potentially. Strike squad on a retreat path, taking far too much damage. Strike squad nearly missing them there. That's going to be 2 squad losses there for Oceans. Oceans is not overly happy about Snats with these big losses here. Going to tier 2, going to be a bit difficult for him. Does currently have a decent amount of map control, but these operatives will probably end up recapturing a lot of the map though. Although they look like they're going to go for a generator bash, but you need to be a bit careful. The Plague Champion is close by. There are some detectors nearby as well. Heretics do have some decent detection range, and operatives are pretty vulnerable to the Plague Champion's Plague Bolter. Incendiary Grenade is going to go down. That does so much damage to these Heretics as well. Heretics are also slowed on top of that Incendiary Bomb as well. Surprisingly still having 3 models alive. But the Strike Squad and Brother Captain on retreat. Battle Cry has already been used. Touch of Nurgle getting forced to be used here. And that Strike Squad's taking a lot of damage. And we'll be able to force the Plague Champion off, but may lose a Strike Squad model in the process. Also, welcome back, Boogie.
Hello, it looks bad.
Yeah, Oceans had a bit of a rough engagement, losing Heretics and Havocs. 2 operatives, he tried to send his Havocs into a building, but operatives threw some incendiary bombs in.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens in tier 2. It's going to be a tier 2 Purgation squad.
Can't we give like operatives like Molotovs?
Makes an incendiary pack is much cooler. I don't know if people in the year 40,000 still use Molotovs.
Why not? Same purpose.
True. You've got masses of factories for making weapons all day. Maybe Orcs might still use Molotovs to an extent. They're probably not Grey Knights, if anyone. These incendiary bombs are doing some work this game though, from these operatives. Quite liking this double operative build actually, that's quite cool. Quite fun to play. That Purgation on the field. We'll see what they can do. They're tearing through these bloodlayers.
Because, yeah, they're not gonna be in worship range.
Yeah, bloodlayers, you have to be very careful. If they get caught out of position like that, then it's very easy to wipe them or bleed models. Oceans is really not happy about this, so. Second set of bloodletters.
Dealing with like the Strike Squad that is as good as like Mark of Corn, CSM. Oh boy.
What type of damage do Atento is asking the Purgation Squad do? Oh no mind, I just moused over and tells me it's silencer damage, which is like Inferno damage, but I think is does more to vehicles.
Modified.
But these worshipping heretics are about to fall to Purgation, or no, they barely get away there.
Wait, did he actually stun both?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was from the upper.
Oh, Mind Blades is getting used. Yeah, I don't think Bloodlet is gonna... They should be able to win against the Strike Squad, but with Mind Blades active, it's gonna be a bit of a rough fight for them, especially when they don't have any worship support.
Yeah.
But Terminates the Librarian coming out, Bloodletters are going to get a bit hard countered at this point. Going to really struggle to get into combat if you can just put the double operatives inside the bubble or the Purgation Squad inside the bubble. Even the Brother Captain's having a fairly easy time trying to fight off some regular Bloodletters down here, just because of how low they are. But Bloodletters lacking the energy to actually jump into combat here. Bloodletters going to jump onto the Strike Squad, but worship support comes in a little bit too late as one model does fall down, and there's a lot of damage going in from the Purgation Squad at the moment. This is probably going to be game at this point.
It's damage though.
Yeah, there's a bit too many losses there for Oceans in the early stages of that game. And oLev going to be one game up already in this series.
Are you scared, Steve?
Of oLev or Oceans?
oLev.
I suppose so. We'll see though. Because shoulder mount may take out oLev. In which case I need to be even more scared, because then shoulder will be even scarier than oLev.
The magic of SSDs. Not working on Lenovo 2 Elite cores. Fuck you. I mean, thank God, like, wasn't that like super incredible and like the games I did, but like yesterday or like 2 days ago, Jesus Christ, like my hard drive was on 100%.
Nice.
Which says something as a SSD.
Stop downloading ridiculous amounts of content.
Content?
This is
exclamation mark.
This is a family-friendly stream, and we will
Right.
we will refer to such things as content.
Jeez. And how you said it, like content.
oLev going to go for that 3-minute break. Wonder if oLev has taken up smoking. Like you. Have you got oLev addicted to some ciggies?
Maybe. That would be a fantastic solution.
Shoulder wants a slot in this game. So, with that loss, Ocean will have to pick the map.
Did actually oLev lost against Shoulder as well or not? No, he lost against... Wait, against who did he lose? oLev.
I don't think oLev played against Shoulder yet in the tournament.
No. He was against Tensor.
Yeah. Because even in the bracket stages, or the group stages, sorry, Oceans and Shoulder were on opposite sides. They've not actually played yet in the tournament, so it'll actually be quite an interesting little series. between
It's like
the two.
who can knit better? Who can go great? Like I think both are gonna go brother captain. So like if the one vetoes, the other one is gonna veto as well. So they're just like both going Grey Knights. Then the other says, no, you can't go Grey Knights against me. And then the other one says, you can't go Grey Knights. And then like in the second game, there's gonna be Grey Knights.
I think Grey Knight mirror.
Yeah.
Just see who's the best Grey Knight person. Whoops, just dropped my pen. I don't even need a
Who's
pen.
the best? Who's the best cheeser?
M&S telling BbBoS to lose weight so he can fit into slim fit chinos. Depending on the size, I could probably fit into slim fit chinos.
Who is MDevX? I'm always curious. Who are those new people who join the voice chat? I mean the Twitch chat. And 50 viewers as well, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a surprising one.
oLev is fine with the map. Who picked first? So Oceans picked first, so oLev picks Commander first. There's your answer, Boogie. It's Mario.
Mario. Oh, evil Mario. Oh no. He was a Grey Knight for a while. Since 2.5. Well, maybe even longer.
So, oLev going to be going for the Chaos Lord on this particular map. I wonder if Ocean's going to join him in going for the Chaos Lord. Given that Ocean's commanders are all Chaos with the exception of a Warlock, it's either going to be a Chaos Mirror.
Oh yes. Who's gonna have control over Gerald's Forge? 60. Oh no. That's bad man.
I feel like a Chaos Mirror would have been quite fun on this map.
Oh yeah.
But Chaos Lord and Warlock should be a decent matchup.
Just wanna see double Chaos Lord. Ruined Indrid's story. Who's the strongest Chaos Lord?
Oh,
Fighting
Oceans
over
is ready.
Caravan. Apparently now there's like people that wanna play Soulstorm. But I think we still need to go for Space Marine. Don't know if we do it on Wednesday maybe.
I can't really play Wednesday evening. I normally go out on a Wednesday evening.
I don't know. I need to message Adela.
I think I've got Soulstorm, but I've not actually played it, so I'm gonna be awful at it.
Same.
Unless I like look up some builds. Go and have a train montage.
Be like double Seraphim, I think. I'm not sure how they call Seraphim. The jump units from the Sisters of Sororitas.
Don't know. I hate how weird the camera is. You can't like zoom into commanders properly on this map because like the ground angle changes slightly. I want to see if Oceans is rocking his wizard cap, wizard robes. Although the colouring's a bit hard to see when he's crouched down like that. We'll just have to wait for him to get an avatar or something. We just got the picture on it properly, I guess. But Chaos Lord
Is the cat actually there?
I think if you have a look in the army painter, your badge or picture will appear on the Warlock's robes. Kind of like between his legs. Saying that sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. In the lower
appears between your legs.
appears between, like, just below your knees is what's a more accurate description of where it would appear. But oLev looking like he's going to go for double CSM this game, as opposed to double Heretics. Doesn't really want to eat Destructors from the Warlock, I take it. And Ocean's probably going to be going for a 1-1-1-1 build. Some ranges would be really awesome on this map. And Guardian Weapons team's probably going to be needed as well, just to keep the Chaos Lord in check, or keep the Heretics in check, but could even go double Rangers, to be honest. The map is pretty open for doing that.
Those poor heretics. Slap. Banshee's AFK. By Avengers moving.
Surprisingly, only got the 2 models got away there.
Requisition point. Your units fulfill your command.
Retarded. Leap, please help me.
Surprisingly, oLev going for a very fast Heretics. Actually put down 2 gens. Interesting build here from oLev.
Oh, he's going for Heretics.
Yeah.
So
It's a bit of an odd choice. I think double CSM would have worked quite nicely, but with Rangers on the field, could have been a bit rough.
yeah.
But even then,
There you
Havoc's
go,
probably
too.
rougher against Rangers.
What actually makes me infuriating is that Oceans never uses warp throw, even though it's like the oh my god, I can throw your army into my shuriken.
Yeah, Warp Throw in tier 2 could be quite good. I don't really use it that much either, but it's got like some decent range on it. You can also throw people away from you as well if you really want to.
Yeah.
If you're up against a mass melee army, you might decide that you don't want it near your ranged army, throw it away, so your ranged army can carry on firing. But I'd like to see the, rather than Warp Throw, the War Gear, I can't remember the name of it, the one that allows the Warlock to heal Banshees.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a classic, but I don't see it often, alright.
Yeah, or that Warlock is maybe jumping in a bit hard that Banshees are not jumping in to assist in the fight, and Guardian Weapons team is going to get flanked there. These Banshees have been a bit idle in this engagement here. Rangers will get in defensively, will set up and tear down. As long as he can bait the kill of the week, but that's now irrelevant as all units have retreated. Channeling runes, that's the one. Yeah, Warlock could get channeling runes, which would be quite nice for the Banshees to kind of just freely attack.
Yeah, he's going for Nose Marine, which is good.
Yeah. A second set of Rangers might not be a bad shout, but also some upgrades on the Warlock. Something's needed for Oceans. This isn't quite enough this game.
Yep.
That Warlock needs to be very careful.
Ooh.
Kill of the week's been dodged.
Yeah.
Banshees might be able to finish off the Chaos Lord, but suppression may come in.
Yeah. Use the shout.
Although
Use the shout.
he also ends up knocking over his own Banshees by knocking the Heretics into the Banshees, causing a domino knock back there. Oh, this is a bit of a rough position here for Oceans to be locked in base like this. The Rangers can't get far enough away to make use of their range, but if they can get a few shots in, that's all that matters. Havocs are incredibly slow at bashing, but there are some Noise Marines on the way. You see I'm trying to melee down the generator rather than trying to range attack just because it's...
Oh, poor Shuri. Oh, he didn't
Warlock.
notice. It's like sometimes pretty awkward when they like shoot you at a certain range, but then the melee unit is already like in your face and it doesn't get damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh, he's putting his Havocs inside the building. I think this... Oh no, he's not putting them inside the building. I thought he was going to run them in the building. That would have been a massive mistake there. But this fight feels like it's been going on for quite some time. There's something to restop the Chaos Lord now that the Guardian Weapons team's back in base. There might be a grenade available for these Dire Avengers, but they've not thrown one as of yet.
no. Through a bit.
Oh, Warlock is going in a
Chaos
little bit
Lord.
hard.
Chaos Lord! Oh my god, he got dodged.
Still
Oh,
falls down to the
nice.
nearby Banshees though. But Heretics are bashing power while all this is going on. It was softened up a little bit from some Havocs earlier. He's actually able to get the power node and in a generator. So overall, 225 requisition worth of power to 250 requisition of a commander. It's not Not the worst trade.
And the node, I guess.
Yeah, it's 125 for the node, 100 for the power.
oLev lost the node as well.
Okay, it's maybe less efficient, but overall oLev's composition is still pretty good. When it comes into tier 2, Noise Marines will get a Blast Master, which will definitely make things a bit awkward in mid.
It's gonna make it painful, honestly.
Dire Avenger's trying to place down a shield, but they're getting instantly destroyed for some reason. I don't know if it's because he's placing it on top of the Chaos Lord's body, and his body is crushing it when it's on the ground.
Okay, wait.
Noise Marine is actually occupying the building. Not sure about that decision. Rangers will easily be able to poke them down inside the building, although they're currently on the other side of the map right now. Are making their way towards mid.
Warp spiders. This can work.
Shoulder being blamed.
Connection. Pull off the piano.
Blood Crusher coming out, so Warp Spiders coming in would be quite nice. Banshees with the Warp Spiders should be enough to kill it as long as it doesn't have any worship support. But Warlock should probably look at getting the Witchblade of Kernus just to help fight off those upgraded heretics as well.
Yeah.
And even then, the Witchblade of Kernus with its power melee is just good against anything that Chaos has right now, with the exception of the Blood Crusher.
There's the Blast Master there. Where is it?
Not yet, no. They've still got the default gun. What is the proper name of the Noise Marine's Noise Bolter? I'm sure it's not called like a Noise Bolter or something. I'm sure it's got like a proper name.
Noise Bolter.
But yeah.
Blast Master cannon now.
I thought the Blast Master was the long range. Well, they got the Blast Master now, but their initial speaker gun. It's really the Ocean's actually gone for a Bright Lance against this Blood Crusher.
Some base.
Blast Master's setting up, it's got range, but there are energy shields, so Oceans will be protected unless he tries to thread the or go for the Banshees there in between the shields.
At least the Rangers can do some pressure now.
Yeah.
I mean, since it's double setup team, it wouldn't be that dumb to actually use Warp Throw now.
Blood Crusher is going to try and go in here. Warp Spiders are not throwing their grenade.
Yeah.
They throw it now though. But the Banshees are being busy, being tied up by those heretics. Oh, the Blast Master shot! Doing far too much friendly fire damage there. One heretic model just flies off the screen.
Could the bright lens actually do it? No.
No.
Kill the Chaos Lord though.
The fight is still one hit for our Oceans. That Blast Master's doing like more friendly fire damage than enemy damage.
Oh man. Yeah, the Chaos Lord died. Good job. Oh, that was a sync kill from the Exa.
Rangers engaged in melee against the CSM squad and actually winning the fight. They killed a model before retreating away there as well.
That was clutch defend.
Auto drop coming in, but it's actually going to knock over the Warlock there. So when I was watching your practice game against Oceans earlier, Oceans upgraded his Warlock with an Executioner, but when he accidentally skyleaped her and then called her back down, she was missing that upgrade. But still had like all the XP and stuff, so is that meant to be like normal? Like, can she just re-equip it for free, or does she have to pay for the Executioner upgrade again?
I don't know, like, well, as you said, experience was capped. So, I don't know if that's intentional. I mean, we can keep it intentional because, well, we don't want to let Elder go too far, right?
Well, he didn't like lose it, it's just that he recalled her, but then it was still the same auto because she didn't die, but Oh,
I
it's
don't
just
know,
a
the
bug.
right lens should be set up so you can take on. Ooh! Ooh, Jesus! Ooh, Jesus! Those blast masters. Or if you would have autark jumped there. Can we use wrench fire? Oh, it
No.
was like on 5 HP or something.
Still getting away there. Okay,
What
so
is it?
Noise Marine's weapon is called a Sonic Blaster, I've been told. That seems more appropriate than Noise Gun or Noise Bolter. That Warlock needs to be very careful with any energy whatsoever trying to be in the fight. And I'm pretty sure the Chaos Lord died in that same spot actually. Or is in the same spot that he died in earlier. Oh, Blood Crusher, what are you doing? It's going in. Haywire Grenade's going to be enough damage to finish it off, I think.
Yeah. It's dead.
Bloodletters are going in unsupported as well. They're going to lose a couple of models here to this Warlock. One model's already died. Warp Spider's even forcing melee on the squad.
No, they can't jump though.
True. Yeah, losing the Warp Spider model is also pretty expensive at the same time. Bravely, these heretics are going in. The Warlock only needs another 10 energy before he can actually use his ability, which is called Ethereal Slash. Oh, I need to memorize the abilities again. I used to be okay at memorizing them.
The Banshees are getting shut up.
They're largely okay though. Just the default CSM squad doesn't do too much damage.
Slap. How the autark just like walks.
Ooh. Oh, that didn't really do much damage, but I suppose Fleet of Foot was activated. But this game is now looking pretty favourable towards Oceans though.
He repitched the Chaos Lord, so that means no tier 3 for a long while. Otherwise he shouldn't be able to bleed. Like if he bleeds, then he's gonna get fucked.
That Warthog going in for a bit of a dangerous decap there. He can't afford to lose that Warthog. Well, Bloodletter's managed to get in and get out with 4 models still alive.
Yes! Warp throw! Warp throw!
Destroy one of your generators.
Is that actually a thing we see the first time or not? I can imagine that Adela used it.
I think he's got much to follow it up, and
Oh boy, actually.
grenades are on cooldown. But here comes the Warp Throw on top of these Havocs. There are Noise Marines coming in for a flanking setup here as well, which I'm not sure how that's going to go down. Oh, they hit some terrain. They do knock over the Warp Spiders at the very least.
Voila, come on!
Or Guardian Weapons team is a bit low at the moment. But Banshee's coming in, Noise Marines do need to back away now.
He's trying to steal it. Yeah, but oLev won't be able to get tier 3. You go here, it's the power.
Yeah, he's got 380 power saved up right now. It'd be pretty interesting if you could convert that into Requisition or something. Oh wow, that Ethereal Slash is demolishing these Bloodletters.
Yeah, it actually makes no sense to bash power anymore, like he has enough power to just instantly get a super unit.
But he may not realise how much power. Because he's spending so much power himself, he may think that oLev's also kind of matching that power expenditure. Or Kill the Weak was incorrectly baited there, despite multiple attempts, and Banshee Exarch dies to the Drain Life ability from the Chaos Lord, but the Chaos Lord is taking a lot of damage here, may go down in fact.
Use the global, use the global!
Blastmaster shot on top of the Warp Spiders and Rangers, but Banshees are still
No, Warp
chasing away.
Spiders went to the wrong way!
Oh, these Havocs are so low, but Banshees are focusing down Noise Marines instead. Or maybe able to get Noise Marines in fact, actually. They're... wow.
Yeah, they do.
These Banshees are doing a lot of work, and it's a lot of...
They're level 3 though.
yeah. melee units do get more damage per level compared to ranged units.
Bright lines should be capping instead of the whoops. Well, the range is whoops, but it is.
Surprisingly, oLev is also going to be going tier 3, but with the VP is taking down, definitely can actually make use of it. These Banshees and these Heretics, sorry, and Bloodlessers are so low. I'm still trying to remain in the fight for some time. Warp Throw onto retreating Bloodless, not going to work.
I think God would have lost this one, definitely. Like, you might get a tier 3, but how you want to get a tier 3 unit out?
Yeah, oLev is really lacking requisition at the moment and will only continue to lack requisition as he has to reinforce a lot of his models. With Heretics down, there's no worship support for Bloodlessers, nor repair support for a vehicle. Yeah, oLev's army is really meek in comparison to Oceans, despite the population being fairly similar, 39 to 71, or not similar, but despite there not sounding like there's as much of a difference.
It's still like 30 pop difference.
Yeah, I'm surprised that oLev's army size was, well, it was 38 at the time.
Yeah, that's a GG.
Even if that war-type dies, which he won't. Yeah.
Thanks to the global though, I think.
Yeah, that global was active for the entire duration of that fight to reduce the damage she was taking. And with the Warlock going top, these Bloodletters aren't going to be able to defend the VP whatsoever. Although Bloodletters are now going towards mid. Even against the Bright Lance weapons team, the Bloodletters will take quite a lot of damage there due to the Scorch Beam.
Not just level Banshees, Bloodletters are still level 1.
Yeah, Banshee's now level 4. When melee units reach level 4, they've get an extra 33% melee damage, so definitely does stack up.
1600 HP, 2.
GG, which means game number 3 between both players.
Ooh! More fucking. Do Bloodletters say more fucking, or...?
Could be misheard as that. I don't know what the original voice line was intended to be. Well, new lobby's up. And with that, we're probably going to be seeing some of oLev's Tyranids. And Oceans.
oLev has Black Champion now, still. Win is a win. It's been like... I won with a broken leg.
So oLev map pick, Oceans clan pick. So I wonder if oLev's going to be going for the Ravener Alpha or the Hive Tyrant. I know that oLev is not here, but I'm typing it out, ready to go Oceans. I'm assuming that oLev's going to finish the series.
Right. I think you're like thinking ahead of that the Black Champion can get vetoed by oLev and he can be forced into playing net, right?
Yeah. So what's oLev played so far? He's played Breath Cows and Chaos Lords, so Plague Champion will get vetoed and then he'll be forced to play Tyranids. Wait, we need to pick a map first.
Like, hey.
Well. Who did I say map? oLev, your map pick.
Just pick sector 95.
Is that even allowed in the tournament?
I don't know. Losers pick, isn't it?
Apparently it's not one of the maps. The one in the desert with a lot of shot blockers.
Quest Heresy.
Quest Heresy, which is a pretty good map for Chaos.
A Lord. Spawn Mine City. Alright, like if actually Oceans goes for Chaos and oLev is going for Nids, then he can just abuse Spawn Mines, right? Just like Topa did.
Yeah. Spawn Man City. Well, let's see what's who did I say was first pick? Oh, Ocean's command pick. We've not had any vetoes from either player yet, so all vetoes are ready to go if they want to veto.
I'm not afraid. Even if you go double CSM, you're gonna have such a bad time because of being Quest Heresy. You just like take mid and you take control. That's how the game goes.
I feel like I should screenshot just that statement from Oceans.
I'm not afraid, bitch.
Yes.
That one? I mean, it gives you a morale boost, right?
Yes, I did zoom into your cat badge, Oceans.
I think you need to rename yourself from now on.
What, from Steve?
Yeah.
I don't even know how this is still a thing, because, like, I don't know, that joke I made one time saying, oh, you pronounce BbBoS as Steve, has just stuck for so long. Especially
I don't know.
because my name's not even actually Steve in real life.
Well,
I wouldn't mind so much if it was Steve, but my name's actually David, so...
David. I think Rostam is also called David, if I can remember correctly.
Wait, Ocean's now going to be playing Lord Commissar.
Oh! Oceans makes me proud.
And oLev going to go for the play champion, which will probably get vetoed.
Like, bitch.
Nice.
This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a card game, just like I'm gonna activate my trap card. Oh, this is so great. Oh lord. But if he goes for double sentinel, it's gonna be a tough one.
Against
Might be a
Miz.
pro.
The only issue with double sentinel on this map is... Actually no, I think double sentinel, yeah, would probably work out quite well on this map. As long as you try not to get yourself cornered or flanked.
Yeah, like just like I mean, like, things like double revenues or whatever is that part, and like you invest a lot actually in sentinels. Like losing it to sentinel actually a major hit if you go for double.
Yeah.
If you have one, then it's not that much of a trouble because you don't have that upkeep issue. I mean, like sentinels got nerfed, so.
Well, Play champion. Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant versus Lord Commissar. That's actually quite a nice matchup.
It's actually not dumb. Think about it. Like Aaron has, I think, the best time. Can beat the Lord Commissar in a 1v1. Like Ravener Alpha has the advantage though with like using the Venom Brew to like backfuck you. I think. Because of the
Yeah.
damage synapse. It's more like constant damage. Hive Tyrant is like more like that tanky AV unit that you can't get rid of.
So is the Hive Tyrant though, just absorbs a lot of damage from the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of the cover in the Sentinel map tends to get destroyed by the Sentinel quite quickly.
Yeah, and the Mr. Ports, well...
But then tier 2
know.
Ravana can also get regenerate armor and doesn't necessarily need green cover because it'll just regenerate a lot of damage anyway.
Sure, the Mount likes to what spam?
Termagant spam versus Sentinel spam. Wonder how good Ocean's micro is going to be if he does try to pull off the double Sentinel build. But even then, he's probably going to go for a single Sentinel and then go into Heavy Weapons team and Catechins. While oLev will just go for Warriors and Raveners in tier 1. But straight away, some Homagons get picked off there by that last pistol.
Bang.
Wow.
I won.
That pistol was really good. Highest range damage in the game, I believe, for all melee commanders. By like
I mean,
1 DPS. I think it's 23 DPS, isn't it, in that pistol?
I think like pistol actually sounds like a a silencer. Silence pistol. Like, it's so silent, but it's like much deadlier than all the bolter pistols and whatever.
Just like assassinating it, but there's no silencer on the pistol. But it's a very small pistol in comparison to a regular bolt pistol.
Yeah.
Now, technically, BbBoS or Chaos Lord have better. But with upgrades, but yeah. Unupgraded, then the Lord Commissar has the best sidearm in the game. Probably on par with the actual Commissars in the squads. But this Commissar's doing quite a lot of work on the backside of the map though. Although Hive Tyrant and Homagons are chasing some guards.
He needs to just like move away with his guards, right up retreat. I mean, he went triple termagant, so you think he can imagine that he's going for a warrior route after this, and then just going with the usual Tyrannet, his IG build. Oh god. No! Don't waste your stomach on that. Doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, if he'd saved the Stomp and repaired up the Sentinel a little bit, he might have been able to use the Stomp aggressively against these Termagants at this stage. But I think Guardsmen with the Sentinel should be able to effectively trade here with these. Guardsmen are taking a lot of damage. They do start retreating away just now though.
Sentinel going back and forth. Showing its leg work. Okay. Heavy weapons.
That Sentinel does need to be careful poking its head around this corner. These Termagants could try and burst it down if it's not careful. Although oLev decides to back away after losing 4 models in total there of those 2 squads. Heavy Weapons team now popping their way out. While a bit risky, Oceans can always try and execute his Heavy Weapons team just to give them double damage while a High Tyrant does charge in, but at the same time they won't be able to retreat away if they don't kill the Hive Tyrant. And Homagons managed to get on top. Either anticipating the Heavy Weapons team coming in or trying to knock over the Guardsman repairing the Sentinel. Was it Hans that recently used the Bioplasma in combination with like a Tyrannoformation to insta-keep Snake? I saw like a video posted on Discord.
I don't know, like, the only combo I did with like the zone, like not the zone of the near throw ability
Yeah.
against Tyrant formation.
But heavy weapons team is knocked back. Do you know what the cooldown is on the Bioplasma?
For some reason I need to pee again.
Okay. Well, that Bioplasma done a lot of damage against this heavy weapons team. If they remain in the fight for a bit longer and they get hit with another Bioplasma, that squad could potentially get wipes there for Oceans, so he will need to be a little bit careful of that. Some Castians are coming out, but so are some Warriors for oLev. Castians, if they can get melee combat against Warriors, should be okay. These guardsmen grouped up a little bit close together here. Hive Tyrant is going to hop in here, but without any sort of weapon upgrades at the moment, it will take a bit of time for him to actually melee down some of these guardsmen, taking multiple hits there. But Sentinel is getting a little bit low there. Sentinel is going to go down here, in fact. Oh, it's a bit low at the moment. It's not getting repairs it needs. Castian's Grenade Barrage does not come in just in time. Ocean's falling victim to the pathing in this game. Tyrant trying to use the Bioplasma, but not doing that successfully. And I think the Heavy Weapons team, actually, no, they've got the decent retreat path, but it's not going to be enough. And that is going to be fairly grim there for Oceans. Castians are getting demolished as well. I think that we've just seen our winner of the series. Well, with that, the series means the series is going to go towards oLev. They're winning 2-1 in the best of 3 now, which does mean it's going to be oLev versus Shoulder Mount. However, it is quite late for oLev, so he may